My goal is, if I can help people and each one teach one, boy, you have such a multiplied effect. And that's the beauty of what we did here. It wasn't just those people, it's their families, it's their friends, it's their children, it's their coworkers. You know, when you change, you touch everybody else around you. I really just wanted to do this film so people could see how anyone can change their own life, and how dynamic it is, how rewarding it is, and that it takes guts, it takes courage, it takes truth, it takes honesty with yourself. But that there are processes you can take yourself through that literally will transform every aspect of your life. And my hope is that the film will produce a hunger in people to say, I won't settle. You know, most people in life settle. They settle for a life far less than what they deserve or that they desire. And in the beginning of our life as a young person, we have these big dreams and goals, and then we all have massive disappointments. And what it does is, over the years, it puts a weight on people until pretty soon they don't dream that big anymore, and they tolerate it. And I always tell people, you get what you tolerate. You get what you tolerate in yourself. You get what you tolerate in the people around you. And I'm hoping the film inspires you, those you watching, to say, hey, it's not just about those people. It's about, what do I want for my life today? You know, who do I want to become? What do I want to give? What do I want to deliver? What do I want my life to be about? And an environment like this wakes you up so you're no longer sleeping, gets you to feel fully alive, and also connects you to people who will be dear friends and people that you'll love from all over the world, who will tell you the truth, not to try to call you on it, but because they respect and love you sincerely. If you don't already know how much I care, you'll certainly see that, I think, in the film, because you can't fake it, and they filmed me 24/7. I mean, we had, I think, 14, 15-hour days, which we usually do, but they were there seeing us working hours and hours into the night after the event. So you see, I think, the devotion, the dedication, and the caring. You know, I could do all this with my pinky. I've done it enough times, but I over-prepare. I think most people don't realize how I over-prepare, and Diane knows, my creative team knows, that we lay out all these sequences and syntax of what I'm gonna do, and then I get up there and the whole thing changes. But I still over-prepare because it's like activating my brain. You can have, you know, knowledge or skill and not actively use it. And I'm always reassociating myself to the most important things so that when I enter that room, whatever people need, I can deliver. And I think the third thing is, people don't know that I'm fairly entertaining or funny, and I'm an emotional guy. So I think you get pieces of all that in the documentary. We all know, without a vision, people perish, as it says in a good book called The Good Book, right? Well, if you don't have a vision, like, I ask people, what's your vision for your relationship? And they say, well, what do you mean vision? We're gonna go home, you know, we're gonna mess around, have something to eat, and watch some TV. It's like, no wonder you're alone. Or you're married and you feel alone, for God's sakes, right? You need, in order to keep growing, you have to something that we're gonna reach for. And the reaching is not forgetting. What you get never makes you happy. Who you become makes you really happy or really sad. And so I really believe you need spiritual vision. Maybe the most important gift we can give this planet is ourselves at our best every single day. Because from that place, right action comes naturally when you're in a beautiful state. Wrong action comes when you're pissed, worried, fret. You see the worst in people when they feel fearful, sad, angry, weird, like a cornered rat about things inside their head. They lash out. They do things that they're going to be embarrassed by. I'm sure you've done those. I have too in the past. But your past doesn't equal your future unless you live there. So maybe leave this today with this decision that says, I'm going to refine my spiritual vision, but part of it's got to be living in a beautiful state every single day, no matter what. I know it's going to sound fake to you, but it's not fake. What you see is what you get. I don't have bad days. I have bad moments, but I don't have bad days. And we have a thing at our company. We don't have bad days here. You know, there's no excuses. I believe that I am 100% responsible for my experience of life. And until you make a decision that says I'm responsible for whatever I experience, now I'm not responsible for the government. I'm not responsible for what someone else does. And that might affect my life a bit. But affecting my life is different than my full experience of life. You can lose an arm or a leg and still have a beautiful experience of life, or you can, you know, lose, you know, $1,000, $10,000, and you can have it ruin your whole life, right? It's all up to us. My wife and I developed this over the last year, and we have what we call our 90-second rule. It started out as our 5-day rule, I'm exaggerating, 5-hour rule. In other words, if we feel like we're suffering, if we feel tension in our body, that stress, we become aware of it and we go, this ends now. So now it's 90 seconds. We've trained ourselves. And what we realize is life's too short to suffer. Life's too short to have bad days. Life's too short to have bad hours. Maybe you have a bad 90 seconds. And it's only bad because you're thinking about something you lost or you could lose, or there's something that's outside your control, or something that might never happen. And all you have to do to exit that is exit focusing on yourself and find something that to appreciate. I'm throwing out an invitation or a challenge to you, saying you came to this film. What can you leave with? Just one solid thing even that you could change your whole life. You could leave with making the decision tonight, and a real decision. When you make a real decision, you cut off any possibilities. Like if you want to take the island, you burn the boats. So you make the decision, I'm no longer going to suffer. Suffering is going to come up. Stress is going to come up. Fear is going to come up, because the human brain is trying to make you survive. It's looking for what's wrong so it can fight it or flight it. So it's going to come up, but you kill the monster while it's little. You don't wait until it's Godzilla eating your entire city, your entire life. You kill that monster when it's little by finding enjoyment, by breathing in your body, becoming connected, witnessing the thought going by instead of believing it, saying, wow, look at my mind trying to do that, and then finding some way to love, give, or serve. It's so easy to change, and once you make it the habit, it'll change your life. How's that for a short answer?